Hello doctor. R from group 7. Our topic is water is limited. They are my group members. First, introduction. 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by water, but freshwater resources only account for 0.5% of all water resources. Nearly 70% of fresh water is fixed in the ice sheets of Antarctica and Greenland, and the rest mostly soil moisture of deep groundwater, which cannot be used by human beings. Less than 1% of fresh water, or about 0.007% of water in the world, can be directly used by human beings. For example, China per capita freshwater resource only account for 1/4 of the world per capita freshwater resource.
Why should we save water? Okay, so the question right here is how and why do we save water? So as we all know, water is the most important source to living things. Okay, without water we won't be living here today, and as we all are aware that 71% of Earth's surface is covered with water, and this shows how much dependent are we on water. Okay, and about 7.9 billion people on Earth depends on water every day. Okay, so why do people use water for? Okay, so what do people use water for? We use them for bathing, we use them for cleaning, we use them for cooking. Okay, we use them to stay clean, we use them to drink. Okay, and one of the best quotes that I found on the internet is save water, save our future. Okay, this is because we should be aware that the water amount on Earth is getting lesser day by day, and with that it raises a concern, because without water food cannot grow. Okay, because there's nothing to irrigate the plant. Okay, and water also maintains the ecosystem and the wildlife that we are having right now. Okay, because without water, not only us humans cannot live, animals, plants as well. Okay, and with using less water, it means more saving, because we get to reduce the money that used for water treatment and also for wastewater facilities. The last but not least part is that every year on the 22nd of March is World Water Day, where we raise awareness on water conservation, and we should all be aware about that 2 billion people around the world does not have access to clean and safe water. So it tells us how precious water is. Okay, and the conclusion is that all living organism in this earth, in this planet right now, needs water to survive. Okay, if we do not give importance on it, then we scared that one day our younger generation might not be able to even know what water is, or to even experience what water is. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hasmitra, and I'll be talking about the countries with lack of water and also clean water. The countries that I've picked out today are Somalia, Yemen, India, and Libya. Now, of course, the burning question would be, why exactly do they lack water? I'll begin with Somalia. Somalia is a place where it is located in a semi-deserted land. This also means that in a deserted land, we can expect failed rainy seasons. What's more common in Somalia is that they have suffered through lots and lots of severe drought conditions, which has led them to the lack of water resources in their country. The next country that I will talk about is Yemen. Yemen has undergone lots of political strives for the past few years. When politics are involved in some countries, it could lead to many downsides to the people of the country. Sometimes it could even include the lack of resources that the government is providing to the people in the country. Another thing that we should keep in mind is that Yemen, like any other country, is a place where the population will always increase every day. Furthermore, this country is known to have a really high vulnerability to climate change, where when a lot of disasters happen, they will require lots of resources to get back up on their feet. And Relating this to the political strife, it is quite obvious that they could be lacking lots of resources. India is a place where farming is really well known. However, they do go through some problems with the government due to their inefficient farming. Relating to what I said before about the government, sometimes the government can also be responsible for this issue where government planning is really less over there. Lastly, there have been lots and lots of reports of sanitation issues. For example, there have been reports of people practicing open defecation in public places. Sometimes, of course, in clean water resources. The last but not least is Libya. Once again, like Somalia, this country is 90% desert, and the amount of rainfall over there is really less. What's more is that in Libya, there's really poor water pipeline funding. Now, this could lead to many consequences when these countries lack water. I have listed down 4 here. One of them is economic decline may occur. Humans would not have enough resources to survive. Humans would also have health issues such as food poisoning, cholera, and many more. And when this happens, many lives would be lost and there would be a decline in population.
Hi, I'm Gary. So now I will discuss with you about the water wastage in Malaysia. So usually we just use water as we like, and then actually how do we determine that we are actually wasting water? Actually, there is a standard set by the United Nations, which is everyone should use around 165 liters every day. That is a reasonable amount of water to be used. But for Malaysia, since 2015, we are exceeding the 165 liters, which is from 230 liters, from 220, 222, and then keep increasing until 2019. So what about 2020? Do we get better? Okay, so we can see in 2021, the water usage per person per day is actually decreased a little bit, but it is now 201 liter per day. But compared to the standard set by the United Nations, we still waste around 22% of more water per day. So this is the reasonable amount of water usage that everyone should follow. It is around 20% for the toilet flushing, 5% for drinking and cooking, 25% for shower, 10% for bathing, 15% for baths and taps, and 10% for washing, like washing clothes, washing your hands or something like that, and another 15% is for kitchen usage. So from the previous slide, we can see which one is actually consuming the most water. We can see it is the bathroom activities. It consumes more than 50% of water. So actually, if we want to save water, we can start from very easy. If we can minimize the water we use in the bathroom, then actually we can save a lot of water already. And all of these ways will be mentioned after this. So now we also talk about a possible reason that why Malaysians waste more water than other countries. I think the main reason after I do all the research is because Malaysia water price is quite low compared to other countries. For example, if we compare to Singapore, we are only around 1/3 of the prices. So actually we know that if something is very cheap, then people will not appreciate it and they will waste it. So that's all of my sharing. Thank you.
Next to air, water is the most important element for the preservation of life. Water is a finite commodity which, if not managed properly, will result in shortages in the near future. Water conservation can go a long way to help alleviate these impending shortages. The journey starts at the most basic place called home. Firstly, check your toilets for leaks. You can do this simply by putting a few drops of food coloring in your toilet tank. If, without flushing, the coloring begins to appear in the bowl, you may have a leak that may be wasting more than 100 gallons of water a day. Secondly, stop using your toilet as an ashtray or a waste basket. Not only it can clog your house's water system, every cigarette butt or tissue you flush away also flushes away 5 to 7 gallons of water. Next, make sure to take shorter showers. A typical shower uses 5 to 10 gallons of water a minute. Limit your showers to the time it takes soap up, wash down, and rinse off. Next, turn off the water while brushing your teeth or shaving. Use the minimum amount of water just to wet your brush or razor and rinse your mouth. By doing this, you can save up to 3 or 4 gallons of water per person per day. Next up, use your washing machine only on its full load. Your automatic washer uses 30 to 35 gallons of water per cycle. Can you just imagine how much amount of water we can conserve by keep practicing this method? Finally, we can harvest or conserve rainwater for household uses. Rainwater harvesting is the collection and storage of rain rather than allowing it to run off. Rainwater is collected from a roof-like surface and redirected to a tank so that it seeps down and restores the groundwater. From there, it can be used for many uses, especially your daily household uses. Storing water underground is environment friendly. The ecological benefits of rainwater harvesting are immense. It minimizes the impacts of flooding by funneling the off water into large tanks for recycling and helps reduce the load placed upon the drainage system. Additionally, it can also save your money from paying high monthly water bills. Don't you think that's a smart move? It's so easy, right?